Now writing QTP script. Very, very simple. You should understand that the script is divided into two parts. The whole script is divided into two parts. One is called object and the other one is called method. In the object, you will have class and object, and in the method you will say what action to be performed. What action to be performed. So this is how you split the script. You will have an object and a method. The whole script is divided into object and method. In the object you will have the class and your object. So this object is coming, this whole thing will come from your object repository. Object repository, and this is what you write. This is what you write. This won't come from the object repository. This is what you write. The method is what you write. So if I want to say put the value, I'm going to say the test case where I say enter agent name and password and click on OK button. Now, in order to fulfill this test case, right, this is step one. In order to do this test case, I have to automate my script into object dot method. Okay. Now I'm going to remove this portion because I need space. So I'm going to remove the test case that I wrote for. You guys remember that? So now in order to do that, I'm going to say object dot method. The object dot method. This is how my script is going to be. Now again, object is divided into class and object. So for my agent name, right, to reach my agent name, what is the navigation flow? Anyone, any guess from here? What is the navigation flow in order to reach my agent name? Any guess? Any guess? Please.
Login dialog box.
Login dialog box.
And then
the agent name. Perfect. Now login dialog box. In order for me to write a specific object, I have to know the class and object of that. Correct?
Yes.
So again, it will come like class. This now I'm doing this portion. Okay. Class of object name. Wait, let me write it properly. I'll say obj name. Then I will say dot. What is the next one? So this will be my dialog. I will talk about it. Okay. Then the next step, right? So first you went through dialog, right? Then you have the agent name. So again I'll say class of object name. So I have reached the agent name, correct?
Yes.
Now I have reached the agent name. Now I have to go and do what I have to do on the agent name. What I have to do on the agent name?
We need to enter.
Enter Rajesh, right?
Yes. Enter the value.
Enter the value Rajesh. So that is where what action have to be performed. So if you want to enter a value into the application, we use the method called set.
Oh, okay.
Can you remember only this one portion?
Yes.
Is it easy?
Yeah.
When I'll this whole portion we'll automate it.
Oh,
Can
okay.
you remember only this portion?
Yes, we can.
And then quotes say Rajesh.
Oh, okay.
If you have to remember only set, is it easy?
Yes.
Well, this whole portion I will show you how to automatically write this.
Okay.
You're getting me?
Yeah. Do we need to enclose set, even set in double quotes or only?
No. Only, sorry. I think this is wrong. Okay, fine. I'll just say dot set and in double quotes what I want to put in.
Okay.
You getting me?
Mm-hmm.
Rich,
Yes, Rajesh.
you getting me?
Yes.
So now let's see how to write that, and then we will write this and then we will automate it. Okay? Now help me how to do that. So what you do, you write this down. What am I doing? Did you write this down? Class object name dot class object name dot set Rajesh.
Yes.
Okay. Now help me write this whole thing now in QTP. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Seeing this, help me how to write it. Let me minimize this. Let me move it to this corner. Okay. Now I want you to write for agent name. Start.
Okay.
What is the class? How to find out the class? The class. Wait, let me show you how to find the class of that particular object. Okay. Now you have to write, select that object which you want to write. Right? You see
Okay.
here in the object property class.
Yes.
That's how you write. Okay. So now first you have to write the class.
Dialogue.
Dialog,
Bracket.
bracket, bracket. You see, there is only one dialog.
Oh, okay. So it will automatically
gave you that. Close it. Next, what?
dot.
Dot. Now it's giving me a list.
Agent.
Now what is the next? Agent, what is agent? Select agent. What is the agent?
Win edit.
So then I'll say dot,
Win edit.
dot, WIN, win button, win edit.
Yes. Bracket.
Of. Now you see there are two win edits. You can see two win edits, right?
Yes.
Now which one do you want to select?
Agent name.
Agent name. Close. Now we have reached agent name, correct? From top we have reached agent name.
Yes.
Now what I should do?
Dot
I have,
set.
no, talk about how the actual procedure. So now I have finished my object. Now I have to say dot method.
Yes.
Method is I want to put the value Rajesh in the agent name, right? I want to put the value here. So when I want to put the value, we use
Set.
So I'll say dot s set, and I will say in quote, not bracket, quote.
Oh, sorry. Code.
Rajesh.
Yes.
Let's see whether it works.
Okay.
Let's see whether will it work.
Yes.
Let's see. Done. Perfect.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yes. Very easy.
I'll make it more easier. Okay. Now since we are learning, I wanted you to learn class, object, method. Now I'll make it more easier after we do couple of steps. Okay.
Okay.
Now who can help me out to work? Wait, let me hold on. Who can help me out to write for password?
I'll go to password.
Okay.
Win edit
Why win edit?
or dialogue.
Because this step is over.
Oh.
Okay. Now again you have to write for password, right? So you have to reach that place. Every line you have, when you are writing, you have to reach that place. Okay.
Okay.
So how do you reach that place?
Suppose we go to login, right?
Yes.
Dialogue.
Dialog. I'll come to you. Dialog of
Login.
dot
WinEdit
WinEdit of
agent name. Oh, sorry,
agent name.
password. Sorry, password.
Yeah, password.
So dot set.
Set.
So double quotes.
Mm-hmm.
Password. Mercury. CU. All right.
RI, yeah, RY.
RY. Yeah, RY. That's what I said.
RI you said. Okay. Now I'll run this line alone and see. Let's see whether it is working. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you. Anyone else? Yeah. Dialog.
Of
What are you typing? Login.
dot win button.
Dot. Win. How did you know it is win button?
Okay is a button, right? You show yeah. Win.
So window of button. So that's why win button. Okay.
Okay.
If it's web, it will say web button. That's all.
Okay. So in double quotes, it's okay.
Okay.
Dot.
Dot.
Right?
Now, what is the activity? Set is to put something there.
Yeah.
Now, am I going to put in something into the
Click.
click? See, you are getting it. Here is click.
Yes.
Now let's run this. Let's run the whole thing. Okay. Let me clean this up. Let's run the whole thing. Got it? Is it difficult, guys?
Sure.
Is it difficult? Shisha, is it difficult? Shisha,
Yes, sir.
is it tough?
No, it looks easy, but initially when you were showing multiple tasks, it was confusing. But yeah, this part
But
is.
this is where, that is because I was showing you, I was answering to Monika's question about shared object repository difference and all. But now when we are going into our today's class, you are able to understand, right?
Yes, yes.
Now let me make your life more simple. How am I going to make your life more simple? I want to do the same activity in a different way.
Okay.
I'm not going to type. So what I'm going to do, what do you need here first? You need the agent name, right?
Yes. So we
Select the
have
agent name.
multiple ones.
So no, you can't select multiple. Click on the agent name,
Okay.
drag and put it here. Got your value. Password, put it here. Next one, okay? Put it here. Done. Now,
First
it
we
automatically gave you the method also. Okay?
Okay.
Just put the Rajesh. Always trust Rajesh. Okay? Mercury. And remember Rajesh. Don't forget. Done. How fast did I do my scripting here? Easy?
Mercury, you put some.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now this is going to do the same thing. I'm going to run from here. It's going to do exactly the same thing. No difference. You see?
Yeah, I went through. Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. Now it's easier.
Easier, right?
So I see when you write the line number 6 and line number 1, dialog, login, win edit, agent name, and then I see a star mark there. Do we have to put that, or you mistakenly add that?
Which one?
You say you put on the column, and then I really can't see what it is. Between the parentheses on line number 1,
This one?
agent name.
Agent name and a colon?
It's a double quote. Yeah, it's a.
No, there is a colon also. There is a colon,
Yes.
right? Why? Because
It's necessary,
it's not,
or
no, it's coming from here. You see here. Can you see here a colon there? After agent name, can you see a colon? Can you see it?
Oh, I don't see. It's okay. It's not clear. It's okay. No.
No, you can't see. How do I make it big? There is a colon after that. When the name is coming itself, they have put a colon there.
Okay. So that added automatically.
That got added automatically.
Okay.
That's right. Okay? Got it?
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Yes.
Any other questions, guys? Any other questions? Okay. So now, let's go do the next step for this. Okay, I'm going to take this out. Okay, I'm going to say this piece as login to the fly application. Okay. So next I'm going to insert an order, or let's do this. Let's see. Select flight. So now the next what I'm going to do is, let's run this and log into the application. Let me save this. Okay. Next what I'm going to do, let me run and log in. Okay. Next step what I'm going to do, I want to click on this flight button. Okay, so in order to click on this flight button, or rather select a flight. So I have to first enter today's date. It don't take it needs day plus 1. So tomorrow's date. So what is tomorrow's date? What's today's date first? 10/26. So I'll say 10/27/15, and then I will select a flight from. I'll select a flight to, and then click on flight. So this is going to be the step that I'm going to work with. So let's add the buttons here. Let's add the objects here. Okay. So I'm going to go into my object repository. I'm going to say flight, file, enable editing so that I can add. Click on add object. I'm going to select this object. It's saying as an ActiveX. Fine. You see it comes in another window. Because flight reservation is a window. You see, flight reservation class is a window, but login class was dialog. It saved in a different file. Okay. Now I'm going to add fly from. That's a combo box. It's inside flight reservation, so it's coming under that. Fly to. That's again a combo box. Flight button. That's the button. So now I added all these 4 things now. Now I'm going to write the code to select the flight button. Okay. So I'm going to drag and drop it here. I'll save it first so that we have it with us. I'm going to say first I have to do the. Okay. Now in future, as I am working, I will not remember what is this mask ED box. What is this? Let's highlight and see what is this. Oops, sorry. Highlight in application. You see, that is this one. But this naming convention that QTP gave here for the object, and this doesn't match, and later, I can't remember it. So I'll just go here to the name, select that, go to the name and give it as date of flight. You can rename it, no issues. You see, now we know it. preferably do it before you write the script. Okay. I'll drag and drop it here. Now you see here it is not coming from dialog box. It is coming from this window because for this hierarchy, that is for the date of flight, the hierarchy is flight reservation and window. It doesn't need to go through login because that's a different one. You see, that's the hierarchy. Then you have to select fly from. Fly from. Fly to. You see, it will automatically write the method also for you. And then I have to click on the flight button. Flight button. Okay. Now I have to select what I have to select. Since it's a combo box, it's going with select. I want to select Denver. And I want to select Frankfurt. Frankfurt. See to that the spelling is correct as well as capitalization is also correct. You see, DNVER and Frankfurt is, see if it's there, Frankfurt. Yeah, it should be there. I used it, Frankfurt. Yeah. FRANK, FURT and F is capital. So you have to be exactly the same. Otherwise it will not select. And click on the flight button. Let's run this and see. So I'm going to click on this new. I'm going to run it from here. Run from this step. Run. Why did it not enter the information for the date? Can anyone tell me?
Enter. We gave the method as click.
We gave the method as click. Since I dragged and dropped it, you have to be very careful. That's why I was showing you this. Not every time the method will be correct. Okay. See, for this, it should be set, right?
Yes.
But it's giving you click.
Yeah.
So be careful. Now, there is two things. Now, when you're putting a value into the application, okay, can I clean this up?
I have a question in recording. So yesterday when I was trying to record, I got a dot and I went to search in online. So at the time, I saw some questions actually. So in that I have seen in recording some interview questions like low level recording, medium level recording, high level recording. So will we be going through that in the later classes?
No, those are all concepts, right? We don't need to see that because we won't be using those things.
Oh, okay.
Okay. When you go into a practical scenario,
Okay.
you will 99% you will not record.
Okay.
Because you will not be the only person who's working in the project.
Okay.
So they will always use a shared object repository rather than a local object repository.
Okay.
So you will not be able to record using a shared object repository.
Okay. So will we be getting any questions in interviews like kind of things? So
Yeah, read those things. I will give you the information when I'm sharing. If you see my interview questions for QTP, these are all there in it.
Okay.
These are just questions that they ask. You just need to know the answer to it.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Lower your hand, please. Okay. So now, looking at this, right, let me clean this up. Now, when we are talking about the method that we are going to put it in, we are going to use for WinEdit. I said we can use the method called set. This will enable you to put the value into the edit box. Right. Now, there are two things in edit box itself. Right. One where you can type, one where you can copy and paste. Control C and then do a Control V. There are places you cannot do this. You got to type. Say for example in this application itself. Let's see that difference in this application itself. Here I can say example, I'm going to write the name Rajesh. I'm going to use a control C, right click and say copy, and then I'm going to put it here, paste. You see, I can do a control C, control V. But in this object, in this WinEdit or in this ActiveX, I cannot do a control V. You see, if I copy this, say example, I'm going to put the date as 10 slash 27 slash 15. Copy. And let me paste it into this. Paste. You see how it is coming? Let's do this. Let me remove this off. Let's do this like this. Control C. Paste. You see how it is coming? Paste won't work here. Here you have to type one letter at a time. So I have to say 10. You see, it's automatically moving. 27, 15. I have to type one letter at a time. But here I can paste a group of letters. Guys, you are able to understand the difference? You are able to understand the difference between these two?
Yes, yes.
Right? Now here, if I use set, let's use set and see here. Okay, I'm going to give set. It doesn't make a difference, capital or small, but standard use capital, first letter capital. 10, 27, 15. Okay. Now let's run this and see whether it works. This will throw an error. Let me remove this. Clean this up. No, I don't want to change the changes. Run from step. Let's see what's happening. You see, it is not able to support the, you see the error message?
Mm-hmm.
You see the error message?
Yes.
Now, we need to put the value here, right?
Yeah.
So what we need to do, at these places where you get this error message that it cannot support, there is another method called .type, type,
Hmm.
and put the same thing, 10, 27, 50. Let's run this. You see, it typed one letter at a time. Though it was fast, were you able to see that?
Mm-hmm.
No? Yes? Yes,
Yes.
no? No?
Yes.
No? No? Yes? Did it?
I am.
You are not able to.
I am able to.
You are able to. Okay, fine. Perfect. Any questions?
No.
Perfect. Now, this is how we start working with. See, I was able to click on this. You saw that it clicked on this particular flight button. I'm going to just run that to click it. It clicked on the flight button and I got this window. Right? Now, I want to add this particular window because I have to capture this value and click on OK. Okay, let's do that. That's my object repository. I'm going to go here. I'm going to select this. Select the topmost object. I'm going to say OK. It's going to say there is multiple objects. Here I know there is a list. there is a list and a button. Okay. Okay. I got the flight reservation. You see, this is coming inside this. That is the reason you see here, there is an hierarchy inside this. In this case, how do you write this? How do you write this? So you will start with flight reservation window. So first flight reservation window dot flight table dialog box, and then you go into from list, web list. If you don't want to write it, just select the from and drag and put it here. You see, first through the flight reservation window, dialog box, win list, and then it's asking you to select a particular value. Now, there are so many values. How do if I give one word wrong in this, it will fail. It will not be able to identify. How do I get this whole data? Am I going to sit and type with the exact spacing? Nah. I'll go to my object spy and I will spy that object. Just click on this particular list, the whole box. Now, go into this, see the properties. It's giving you the first value. You can copy first value and put it here. It will give you only one value. Okay. Just copy and put it here. That's all. And then let's go and click on the OK button. Click on the OK button. Let's run this and see whether it's working. I have the dialog box open. Yeah, perfect. Let's run from here. Run. You see, it selected flight number 14686. That's what we put here, 14686. Now, if I want to select, say example, I want to select the second one or the third one. Am I going to sit and type all these things? Because getting the third one is quite difficult. Say, let's go to object spy. Object spy, I'm going to click on the third one. Let's see whether it's capturing the third one. So you see, it's still capturing the first one. How do I get the third one? For that, there are multiple ways. One way which I'm going to show you, a simple way that I'm going to show you, and later we're going to see complicated ways, is when you see the list, a list of things coming like this, as well as here you see a list coming up like this. Either you can give the name or you can give the index.
So, Rajesh, here in the flights button, coming to the flights button, in the script we gave flight, right, name, object name. So in the properties, the object name is like flight. Here it's flights, right?
It's flights, right?
Yeah.
Here, but that's the name. Here you see what's the name, flight.
Oh, okay.
It's just a name representation that it identified. Now, here it's given flights, but what is the actual name in the property? Let's see what is the actual name. Go to the object spy, select that, select this. Now see in the property whether it's given flights or what. See the text. This is what it sees.
Flight.
Text is flight. Because in the backend code they have given flight. But in the front they have written it as flights.
Flight. Okay.
Got it? Any doubts that comes up like this, go to object spy and spy that object.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now, coming back to the list, coming back to our list, right? Anything that has a drop down like this, it can either be represented by a name or represented by an index. Say for example, Denver is 1, Frankfurt is 2, London is 3, like this. So if I give, instead of Denver, I'm going to remove this out. Now, when I give an index, right, I cannot put it within quotes. If I put it in quotes, whatever is here inside the quotes, it's going to search. So I'm going to take the quotes out and I'm going to say 3. So what is 3 in the list? Denver, Frankfurt, London. And instead of Frankfurt, I am going to select here 1, 2, 3. So 3, 3. Let's see what it's selecting. Let's see what it's selecting. Okay. I'm going to stop it here. I'm not going to run that. I'm going to run from here. Selected Los Angeles. Let's see. Why? Los Angeles is the 4th list. Because the index starts with a 0. So when you say 3, that means, when you say number 3, that means it is 0, 1, 2, and 3. We will learn this. This concept is called array. We'll be learning about this tomorrow. Okay. So when you say an index as 3, that means it starts with 0, 1, 2, 3. Now if I want to select, say example, if I want to select only, I wanted to select, what do you say, London, and I want to select here, what is here, I want to select Paris. So what is the list here? London is 1, 2, 3, and Paris is, so sorry, London is what? Not 3. 0, 1, 2. While Paris is 0, 1, 2, 3. So I will say 2 and 3. Let's start this from here. You see? Guys, you are able to understand? Guys, you are able to understand this? Any questions? Now, when I did London, let me clean this up. When I did London to Paris, you see here the dates, the flight numbers changed, right? Now if I use this, let me stop the script. Now if I try to run with this, there is no data in that, there is no flight number there in the list here, and it will fail. So I'm going to say, instead of me selecting a specific value, I'm going to clean this up. Touch it. I'm going to clean this up, and I'm going to put a index number. So I'm going to say 1, 2. So that is 0, 1. So I'll give an index of 1. So in this case, what happens is, it does not know what the value here in the application is. It knows that it has to go select the second value there. Whatever comes here, just go click on the second. Let's run this and see what happens. Let's run this for Denver, Paris, and then we will run it for another one to see how it works. Run. You see, it selected the second one, right? Now let me go and change the numbers. I'm not going to change this one. I'm going to keep this as it is. I'm going to give, I don't know what is 4, and I don't know what is 6. Okay? Whatever it comes up. I'm going to run it now. That's Paris, Seattle. You see? Selected the second one. You see, it selected the flight number of that particular trip. Any questions, guys? Any questions?
Rajesh, what if there are no flights? If there are no flights under the list between those two places, if we give the value of 1 in index like flight schedule in flight reservation dialog box in list, if we give the value of 1, so what happens?
That means you have to write a condition there, right?
Okay.
And those are conditions that we have to put it in the script by getting the total count of those lists. That we will be doing slowly. Those are all coming in advanced levels.
Okay.
Okay, first we will do the basics, understand how the script works, and then slowly we will complicate our steps.
Okay.
By putting in more scenarios and all those. The same script, we will make it more complicated. Okay? Till now you understood?
Yeah.
Madam.
So Rajesh, this bin combo box is for the drop-down list?
Yes.
Okay, so and what is the difference between this combo box and the bin list?
Okay, combo box is a drop-down where I can select a specific value.
Okay.
But a list is displayed like this. It's not a drop-down.
Okay.
And I can still select a value, but it's not a drop-down. That's all the differences.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions, guys? Okay. Now, the next what I'm going to do, I'm going to enter the name, say a specific flight ticket, and then click on the insert order. So I need to add those objects into it. So I'm going to add those objects. I'm going to say name. Yeah, then I'm going to say flight ticket. Yes. And I'm going to say insert order. Yes. Fine. Now I have added that. So now what I'm going to do, this is my flight ticket button. This is my flight table. Next I'm going to order. Okay. So these are 3 steps I'm going to do here. So I have already added those things in my flight reservation object repository. So I'm going to say first is what is the name. So I'm going to say the name here. Then I'm going to say the ticket here. And then I'm going to say insert order. Okay. So now I'm going to say the name as okay. My insert set ticket number, I'll say 3 or 2, and then click on insert button. Let's. So I'm going to run from here. Done. Done. Perfect. So I'm able to insert the order. Let's run this whole thing from first. So I'm closing this, launch the application, and then I'm going to run from the top. So I'm going to hit run. Let's. Perfect. Any questions, guys, till this? Yep.
Rajesh, can you show us how to write a script for launching also?
We're going to see that next. Don't worry. That's the
okay.
next I'm going to show you.
Okay.
Okay. So you are able to understand till this?
Yes.
Is it difficult?
No, actually, once we need to practice it, then.
It's very, very simple. When you see, you feel it's simple, right?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, do this insert order 2 or 3 times. Then you will think that it is very, very simple.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, okay, fine. Any questions, guys, till now? Yeah?
When set won't support, every time we replace that with type, Rajesh?
Yes.
Okay. For set only.
But that mainly comes in places where we cannot copy paste. See, this place you cannot copy paste. You have to type here.
So, okay, that error we used set, and that is mainly because of the control and paste, right?
Correct.
Copy and paste.
Correct.
Okay.
I can use even type here also. Nothing wrong. Type will work in any place you want. Okay, but set won't work in every place.
Okay.
You're getting me? Getting me?
Yes, yes. Okay, Rajesh. Thank you.
Yeah. Haji.
How do we get to know that we have to write type instead of set?
Okay. Whenever you are writing the application, right? Whenever you're going to write the script, you will at least do one-time navigation.
Manually.
Manually, one time you will do and see, right?
Okay.
How it works.
Yes.
At that time, when you are typing here, you cannot type multiple things. You have to type one at a time.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting me?
Yes. Yes.
And also, even if that time also you didn't understand, this is an ActiveX.
Okay.
Okay. Sometimes don't get panicked when you try to capture the same flight reservation. It might not show ActiveX. It will show WinObject.
Okay.
It's just a tool. It identifies in different ways. Nothing wrong. Okay. Say if you are getting ActiveX, there is no method that relates to ActiveX as set.
Okay.
If I put ActiveX and set, it will throw an error message. You want to see that?
Yes.
Set. Okay. Now if I run from here. I'm in the right place? Yes. See, it will throw an error message. You see? Object does not support this property or method. Windows blah blah blah. ActiveX dot set.
Okay.
You getting me?
Yes.
So it doesn't support. But if I use a some win object, set will work for the win object. If in case it identifies as a win object, set will work. But what will happen is, what will set do? It will just copy this whole thing, and just go here and do a Control V. Click on this row and do a Control V. So when I'm doing a Control V, it's not allowing me to paste.
Yeah.
I'm actually trying to do a quick. Is it anything to do with my control? Yeah. No, it's not allowing me to paste. Let me see. You see, it's allowing me to paste here. But here it's not allowing me to paste. See?
Yeah.
So what will happen? You will see this field blank, and then you will try to select this and you'll get this error message. Please enter the flight date. Then you know this field didn't work.
Okay.
You're getting me?
Yes.
Okay? Any other questions, guys? Yep.
Rajesh, can you please show how to open this flight reservation, how to launch this? Can you show us again from start button?
You want me? I'm going to show you how to launch this from this application, or you want me to show you how to start from the start button?
Yeah, from the start button, just from the start button.
Okay.
Select.
Okay. See, you don't need to worry about the start button. If you see at the bottom, right? Can you see where my mouse is?
Yes.
You see here one plane symbol here, aeroplane symbol. Click on that. That only is the flight reservation.
Okay.
Okay. Or go to Start, Programs, Quick Test Professional, Sample Applications, Flight.
Okay.
For this part.
Yes, Rajesh. Yes.
Okay. Now, every time am I going to click on this flight and open and keep it? Right. Now, I have written this code. Okay. I have written this code. Now, how do I communicate this to say, Srisha is going to run this? How do I communicate that, Srisha, you got to open this code and keep it and run this? Open the application and keep it. Am I going to write a comment here that open the prerequisite, open the application and keep before you run the? Nah, that doesn't sound good. So to launch the application, there are two ways to do it.
Okay.
One, you can launch through, what happened? Hold on. There are two ways. One, through runtime settings. And two, through command. So we'll see both. Okay. So first, in order to launch the application through runtime settings, go to automation, record and runtime settings, Windows, application, click the second option. And here, select this plus button. You have to say which is the application you want to open and its path, right? Select this second button. I need the path of this particular application. How do I get the path? Start, program, quick test professional, sample application. Don't click on it. Right click on this. When you right click on this, you will see properties. Select that. You will get the application properties. This is the path. Do not take the code, double quotes in front of it. Just copy the path from C:program and paste it here. Working folder, don't touch anything in the working folder, leave it as it is. And then give OK. Now it will come here like this. Apply, OK. Now I can remove this out and say, if I run this, automatically that will get launched. You see, that got launched and the application started working. Guys, you are able to understand this? You are able to understand this? Any questions? Any questions? So today, what we saw? Today, what all we saw in our QTP class? One, we saw object repository, OR, and shared object repository. We saw the difference between OR and what is shared object repository and why we use shared object repository over a local object repository. We can call this as local object repository. We saw this. Two, we saw how to add objects in our repository, in our shared object repository. Three, we saw how to write script in QTP by calling the objects dot method from the shared object repository. 4, we saw how to launch the application through runtime settings.